evening, you guys. I can't stay long. Guess I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. Hello, good evening. This is High Priestess Jamila. Yeah, I am approximately 12 hours behind, but then 12 hours ahead, actually. So, hey, y'all. Um, I wanted to come and talk about something real quick. Hello, and again, thank you to the supporters of Divine Services Apothecary. Hello. So I can't stay long because I have a few things that I have to take care of tonight. You know how it is in the spirit realm. Even though in our time we may feel like we're behind, but we are actually right on time. Seriously. So, I have to remind myself of that, because I do believe in divine timing. So, you know, I wanted to first of all apologize to everybody um, for the stuff that has been going on, for a lot of it. As the owner of my company, I take responsibility because it's just the way that it is. For just for everything that has been going on, because when you have that energy of God, and see, I was listening to some people. I be paying attention to what is being said on here, and it's so funny how people, they always talk like witches don't believe in God or that we're ungodly. The reality of that, though, is the complete opposite, because I believe in many gods. I'm a polytheist. And then I also believe in one source as God. So, and I think that it's a lot of confusion that is being caused, especially when it comes to youtube.com. The judgment, the attacks, the fear, the anger, um the self-hatred, people practicing and using spiritual practices created by witches and then saying that it's wrong. It's very confusing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I'm going to talk about that. But at the same time, it's something that I know that I can take care of. This is the reason why I'm apologizing. I'm apologizing. The only reason I'm apologizing, Jen, is because I didn't take care of it sooner. So my company, Divine Services, which was formerly, I don't know why they're trying to shut my mouth. It's impossible. It's weird. My company, Divine Services Apothecary, which was formerly known as Divine Services, has been under attack by people that are very confused. They are confused in the capacity that they think that this is a competition. So my company has been under attack. A lot of people probably are confused. Why do you continue to do this when your children are being threatened? And the reason why is because I can protect my children. I've been protecting my children, right? I will always protect my children. And it's really sad when you, listen, if you have to attack people's children, it ain't meant for you to do this here. It's not. Just accept it. I've been in business. I've been established since 2015, and I've never had to attack anybody's child. Never. So if you feel the need to launch attacks on people's children, it just ain't meant for you to do this. It just ain't meant for you to even continue to try to pretend as if you have what it takes. But there's a lot of people that, since they have a negative opinion of themselves, and then they have a negative opinion of witches, which I believe that in this paradigm that we're living in, and in many other lifetimes, I believe that witches have been used to heal. And so this is my calling in life. I'm too important. I heal too many people, and I help too many people. So this is the reason why I don't stop, and why I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing, because it's my calling. So yeah, and Jen, just be careful talking about too much of that personal stuff, because we're going to handle this professionally. I'm going to tell you something. You're right about that. But the bottom line is that that person that you're talking about, we have her address over here at Divine Services Apothecary. We found her. I found her. I found her. So this whole time, she's been able to get away with what she's been doing. Yeah, she's been able to get away with what she's been doing because nobody knew her location, and she moved around a lot. And so that situation is going to be handled legally. I'm not going to be really discussing her. And this is the whole point. She wants any kind of attention, even if it's negative. I personally feel like if you are attacking children, you're very weak. But there's some people that don't share the same opinion. They can go with her then. If you feel like she's all powerful because she can attack a child, you know what I'm saying? And because that ain't winning. That ain't chaos magic. That ain't winning. That ain't doing nothing but creating negative karma. So legal action is being taken against that person that wants to compete with me and feels as though using my child weakens me in some kind of way. And as a mother, my children don't weaken me. They've always made me stronger. I've given birth 4 times, and each time I became stronger. So there's some people that are not in their divinity. They're not in their divinity. And right now, what we are dealing with is the divine feminine and the divine masculine backing her up totally and all the way. So as a woman, as a mother, as a witch, my children, they're not my strength. I am their strength, but they make me stronger. Right? So, and I think some people just need to accept that it's not meant for you to be, let's keep it real. There's a lot of people that are very mentally ill that do not need to be touching spirituality. And we know that even when we look at Christianity, even when we look at organized religion, people that are mentally ill always pervert and use that religion to try to harm others. Okay. Yeah. So, so I want to let everybody know that we're fine over here. I've been cleaning up my house. I can't see any reason why somebody that has any power would feel the need to attack an innocent child. That is obviously not being tolerated when we look at what's happening in the world. Okay. So, it is what it is. However, legal action is being taken. A lot of people that are on YouTube sort of try to carry on the personification of, well, if you're a witch, you shouldn't need the legal industry. Well, you know what? When you're committing crimes against a person, witches have the right to get legal justice. We have just as much rights as anybody else. So, it is what it is. Cause and we know exactly, I know exactly where this person is at, and legal proceedings have already begun against this person. Okay, so whenever you get through, people can run around here on YouTube and act like, oh, I'm just badass and da 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 da. No, you are trying to do harm to innocent people. Okay, and to me, that is very weak. So if somebody says something to me that I'm not gonna take, I'm gonna deal with them. I'm gonna deal with that person. I'm not gonna attack their children. Because most of us mothers, when we look at another mother, we know that that mother loves her child. Yeah. Yeah, everybody has been a witness to it. But on YouTube, there's a lot of very, very immoral people on YouTube. There is. There's a lot of immoral people, and they just don't care. And those lessons will be learned by those people. They're going to learn their lesson, trust me. So it's a lot of people on here, they feel like, well, she got to do what she got to do. For what? You're supposed to be working with your spirits. You're supposed to be like, what does my child have to do with your spirits? What does my child have to do with whether or not you have success? And so that's the problem. This is the paradigm shift that we are experiencing right now. This is the paradigm shift that we are experiencing. And witches don't have to be desperate. Witches don't have to, it's ridiculous. And they know that they found out that all they've done is hurt themselves. Anybody that's operating on that capacity. Yeah. Yeah. And oh, yeah, definitely. So, and I wanted to let everybody know that we are fine. We are always going to be fine. And that legal action is being taken against that person for what they've been doing. And ain't no spell work going to do anything to prevent it. Okay, she can't do spell work to prevent it. There's way too much evidence against her. Way too much evidence. You don't put children at risk for your drug addiction. You don't put children at risk that way. Okay, you don't. Yeah. So, um, so yeah, I'm gonna get out of here in a minute, you guys. I got some work to do for clients. Oh, and see, it was also done to disrupt business practices. The same thing over and over again for several years straight, and she's never been able to disrupt my business practices. You would think that at some point this person would take that as a hint. But there's some people that practice that don't really believe. If you've been trying to disrupt somebody's business for several years and you haven't been able to do it, why would you continue to do something? Why would you continue to do something that brings you nothing but harm if you know that you can't stop a person, and that is that person's intent, is to be disruptive and to disrupt business practices? Okay, so, we just keep going. Me and my spirits and my deities that I work with, we just keep going. You know, and all of the discrimination, the racism, the sexism, the misogyny, the women showing misogyny towards other women. It just, you can truly tell that some people don't have any kind of, um, what is the word that I'm looking for? Self-awareness. Some people are not self-aware, okay, as to what they look like, because most of our clients have children and they have families. In fact, I don't have not one client right now that does not have a child. All of my clients have children, just like I do. All of my clients have been, at some point, they've had problems in their relationship. Some of my clients have been divorced. So, we've been through just about it all. It's called life. So, um, yeah, well, legally, I don't want to be slandering this person because, to be honest with you, we don't know this person, so I'm not going to be, I don't want any parts of that. I'm better than that. I don't have to, you know what yeah, like, I'm better than that. I don't have to do that. I am a business owner. It is on the records. It is on the books that I am a business owner and my company has been under attack. So none of these people we really know, right? Yeah, so we don't really know these people, just like she doesn't know us. There's no personal connection at all. It's all about, I see you over there and I see you doing what you're doing, and I'm angry and I'm mad. And I really believe, honestly, it seems like every time they see me doing anything related to witchcraft, you can tell that they just don't like it. We know that witchcraft has had a long-standing history of bringing protection and justice to women and children in a world that is filled with so many injustices. So we know that, like, we know the truth. And it's not about being big and bad, but it's about doing what is right, in my opinion. Because I've never came out of pocket and attacked anybody's family, ever. And so I would expect the same respect. Because at the end of the day, the clients that I am meant to have are going to be there regardless. So it's very perplexing when you see people doing that and when you see people placing judgment. That's just like I just recently heard somebody judging somebody for drinking wine or alcohol. That is a very, very inaccurate statement to make. It is because our spirits take alcohol and wine as offerings. So, I think that if you do too much alcohol, it can poison the body. So, and people have the right to believe what they want to believe. But I think that I think that our clients recognize when you are in your lower self and you feel that you have to try to bring judgment against somebody else because you want the attention that they are getting. And that's one thing that I don't do. Maybe it's because my spirit guides, and maybe it's because the deities that I work with, they actually deliver for me as well as my clients. That maybe that's why. I don't necessarily have to come on here and nitpick at another spiritualist because I feel that I want to take away from them. I have critiqued some of the spiritualists for doing despicable things like attacking people's children. Yeah, or attacking clients. Our clients need our guidance sometimes. They do. They need to understand that it's not just about you, it's about what their spirits are teaching them as well. And you act as a liaison. For example, if our clients want something from their spirits, or they want us to deliver something, but they're not being appreciative, or they're not, or they lack faith. Okay, that's something, and it's something that, when it comes to trust, when it comes to faith in your spirits, so this is something that I teach, because if you don't have faith and you don't have trust in your spirits, then guess what? They're not going to deliver. How can they? This is something that you have to unblock within yourself. So as a spiritualist, if you don't have trust and you don't have faith, how are you going to get that for somebody else? How are you manifesting anything? Are you manifesting things by being tricksters? Yeah, there are a lot that are like that. Stay in your lane if that's the way that you do it. I don't choose to do it that way. I choose to be honest. Because honesty is always the best policy. It is. It's always the best policy. Because honesty is truth. It's real. Anything that's tricky is very temporary. And I don't know about anybody that wants anything temporary. Most of my clients that deal with me, they want things that are permanent. They want things that are stable and secure. They don't want temporary, instant gratification, temporary. They don't want that. They want to be grounded. They want to be solid. They don't want that, you know what I'm saying? And see, this is the reason why I've been in business for several years, and none of my so-called competitors have any evidence against me that could put me in jail and take me away from my family. None of them have any evidence against me. None of them. Because I don't choose to move that way. There is no evidence against me that would support or justify my children having to say, "Where is my mama?" Or my clients having to say, "Where is Jamila?" The bottom line is that I am right here. The only place that I'm going is into my new house. And y'all don't have to worry about me making some kind of move to where you're going to contact me one day and I'm going to be somewhere where I can't do the work for you. That's not going to happen because, and because I've done nothing except for defended myself. So, and that's a serious issue. That's a serious issue for me as a mom and as a spiritual, leader. I have to be stable for my children as well as my clients. You have to be stable. And, I don't do anything that I'm not directed to do by my spirits and my spirit guides. Okay, I trust them more than I trust in my adversaries. Some people have a tendency to trust their adversaries more than they trust their spirit guides. And I've been telling y'all about that because that kind of evil has no power. Evildoers will always get stitches. They're never going to prosper for doing some of the things that they've done. It's never going to prosper. And let me tell you something. No weapons formed against you shall prosper. That's really what they're not going to prosper. They have a dream of seeing you hurt. They have a dream of seeing you sad. They have a dream of even seeing you sick. Don't believe in your adversaries and the people that are against you more than you believe in yourself and in your spirit guides and your gods and your ascended masters. That is when your spirits will start to teach you a lesson. When you believe in them more. And I don't care what religion you are. So I got to get out of here because I got some things to do in preparing because we have a hurricane coming on the coast. And it's a big one. We got a big hurricane coming. And y'all know that I'm in Georgia. So it's coming. And I got to get prepared for that. Yeah. August, and I'm not like, obviously August is hurricane season, obviously. Okay. And I've been doing some research on the Bermuda Triangle because I feel that that's kind of where that comes from, over there on the coast in the Atlantic Ocean. So we have to prepare for that. We're getting ready to get a storm. And it's not something that I've done. It's something that nature produces, but it produces that for a reason. Yeah, we're getting ready to get a bad storm. We are. And of course, I'm in Georgia, so those storms can affect, especially over there on the coast in Savannah. I had family that lived over there. They moved up out of there. Well, I still got family over there, but a lot of my family moved up out of Savannah. In fact, that's where I was at when I first moved to Georgia. We got a storm coming in probably about another week. So, yeah. Yeah. So, got to get prepared for that storm and some other stuff. So, I got some things to do. So, yeah, I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. I am here if y'all need me. I ain't went nowhere. Ain't nobody shut nothing down. Ain't nobody did harm to my children. They try, but they can't. And that's sad. See, that's something that's going to change. But see, I think also it's a YouTube issue because it's not just in the witchy community. For some reason, there is a epidemic of vloggers that don't even have anything to do with what we're doing over here. And you got people doing stuff like that. So, and from what I've been told by my spirits, it's going to be a big blow up for those people that are doing that. Because they have some kind of connection with that dark web. Y'all know the dark web? They got some kind of connection with that. Yeah. So, that stuff is going to blow up in their face. It always does. So, anyway, I will see y'all later. Peace and love. And here's another thing. There was a couple of spirits that had came to me earlier today and was trying to force me to leave YouTube and stuff like that. These people are absolutely disgusting. Instead of them going and doing what they got to do, they're so obsessed with trying to bring people down that, they're casting spells to try to get people to leave YouTube. And, imagine the regret that they're going to feel and experience for everything that they have done. You don't have the right to dictate to people where they go or where they're at. So this goes beyond being a troll. This is a diabolical control freakery. And they're gonna learn that God is in control. That's what they're gonna learn. Okay, so y'all make sure that y'all follow me on Instagram, because I am starting to do more on Instagram. Just because, but a lot of my Instagram readings will be uploaded to this channel. So when I do decide, because a lot of times when I'm doing readings, I just kind of like to connect with spirit and not have, these people, just staring you down and being weird and, possessed. They're definitely possessed by bad spirits that are tearing them down. But if y'all want to follow me on Instagram to get some of that live energy, and that live experience, because I am going to do some readings on Instagram and then upload them to this channel. So, okay. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Blessings. What in the world? It won't let me close it out, y'all. Hold on.